All right, I'm going to be going over the trade that I took today. Starting off, oh, that's not the right thing. Starting off, I am going to, this is the P&L for the day. I took a win today, so pretty happy about how I played today as well. So going into the day, I had a very obvious bullish bias. We were delivering from this 4-hour internal low and we were just ripping through this 4-hour gap. So it was pretty obvious that we were going to be bullish here up to this daily internal high. That's what I was looking for at least. And then, but going into the morning, I obviously wanted to see a rebalance lower because it's an overextended leg. So I wanted to see a move lower before we trade up. So going into the morning, I saw that ES was trading very close to this daily unfilled daily gap right here, which I wanted to see it get hit and maybe we get a distribution down from there. So going into 9:30, let me just go back. Going into 9:30, I wanted to see ES hit that daily gap, which it does. We move up higher, ES hits that gap. So then I'm looking for an inversion to the downside, which we do get this inversion right here. We get a nice 30-second here. And I was planning to put a limit order here and then take it down to the discounted 5-minute. But I felt a little sketched out by it being a 30-second at 9:30 open. Because if this was a 1-minute inversion, I would have taken this without a second question. But with 9:30 Judases, it's super volatile, so I definitely wanted to see at least a 1-minute confirmation and not just a 30-second. But this does end up playing out really fast. Could have been done at 9:30 too. But, I wasn't super confident in that, so I'm not trying to take that trade. And then for the rest of the session, we literally just chopped around. Literally nothing I wanted to see. Obviously didn't want to take longs against all this LR that was being generated. So obviously I wanted shorts. So my next condition was for us to hit this 9:30 high, as well as ES hitting this 4-hour internal high. Yes, I want to see ES hit this 4-hour internal high right here with NQ hitting this 9:30 high, which we end up getting later. Let me skip up to it. All right, so we end up getting it here. And after we hit this high, I wanted to see displacement to the downside, but we started trending a little higher. So I ended up just getting off. But a few minutes later, my friend actually told me that the setup I was looking for was forming. We were getting a 5-minute inversion here. So I got back on this charts. Shout out to him. I wouldn't have won this trade if it wasn't for him. And I end up setting a limit order after the inversion at the IFVG because typically, especially with 5 minutes, if they start losing volume here, like it started like losing volume and chopping a bit here. So usually with these 5 minutes, I always see a retracement back. So I always would just set a limit order at the IFVG. So that's what I did. I set the limit order, stop at the body, and then I targeted a 1-to-1. Originally, I had it down to this low right here, but as the trade was playing out, it started like looking less and less volatile. So I ended up just dragging my stop to, or yeah, my TP to a 1-to-1 and just taking the 1-to-1 there, which it then hits and then reverses off of that. I basically just bottom ticked the TP, which I'm pretty happy about how I played this. Definitely didn't want to be greedy and target more. If I literally targeted any more, I probably would have just gotten break evened, which would have been unfortunate. But yep, that's my trade for the day. Pretty happy with how I played it. And yeah, looking forward to a lot more trades this year.